Welcome back to Selenon Rising. I was trying really hard before I record this to remember what was happening, and I remember now. It was this dude. But what was his voice? I don't remember, actually.
Welcome to my headquarters, Agent Violet.
Maybe it was something like that.
You have quite the reputation for a fairly new agent. That's good. They sent the Rising Star, but you're still new enough that you might be able to listen to reason.
I don't know. Reason, that's rich. I don't know what your definition of reason is, but I highly doubt it's on your side. Now step away from the control panel. Don't make me have to tell you twice.
That just goes to show how little you truly know.
I know enough to say that you're about to cause a goddamn apocalypse.
No, I don't intend on doing any such thing. In fact, I'm preventing the apocalypse.
What are you talking about? Do you really think I'll buy that?
Did you know, Agent Violet, that I very recently was able to crack the code that is the Selenon language?
Holy crap, the music is so loud. Okay, that's impossible. I have never heard of anyone, except apparently Blue, attempting to translate the Selenon language, let alone having any success at it.
Ah, that caught your attention. Yes, I've been working on it for quite some time, and over a year ago, I finally succeeded. Since then, I've been monitoring their communications using the city's long-range transmission system. After listening for several months, I began to recognize patterns in the way they were talking about humanity.
This guy's voice is so deadly, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
They kept referring to something called the Arrival. Have you heard of it?
No, why would I have?
Your Bureau of Human Protection knows about it, but they haven't seen fit to tell anyone.
What is it?
Do you ever wonder why the Selenon kept us alive?
I've never really thought about it.
That's the problem with you Spectra agents. No imagination. They wash all the color right out of you.
That's not
unimportant. The truth is that the only reason we are alive is because of one Selenon, their leader, the Dark One.
What?
If you discover my plans, I'm sure you also know about absolute dominion.
A way for one Selenon to take control of the rest.
Despite the others' hatred of humanity, the Dark One commanded them to fall back, to spare the lives of the remainder of the human race.
Why would he want to do that?
I don't quite know for sure. Perhaps he was merely curious, or perhaps he just wanted to make us suffer. Whatever the case may be, it seems that word got out to the rulers of the entire Selenon race. They're coming to Earth.
What they are?
They're coming to Earth in order to see for themselves if humanity is truly worthy of preservation.
Then that's good news, right? If they say yes, then the Dark One can just keep ruling over us forever. What? Was that supposed to be sarcasm? Obviously that's like stupid.
You fool. Do you really think they will side with the Dark One? Have you seen the kinds of atrocities humankind is capable of? No, they will destroy us all.
What?
Despite his desire to become our god, even the Dark One cannot stop being that powerful. When the arrival happens, the city will cease to exist.
I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary.
You can't see them, but they've been traveling for a very long time. They're almost here. That is why I have to act. If we could kill the Dark One, we could buy some time. Time to escape this planet before it's overrun.
And why should I trust you? For all I know, this could be a distraction.
I admit it. You have no reason to. I could be lying, Zarla thought I was, but I know that you are different.
Different? I lower my gun the tiniest bit, and a smile begins to spread over Dr. Alexi's face. Oh, it's this guy, never mind.
From the moment I heard about you, I realized you must be...
Whoa, that's intense. Did he just get shot by Blue or something? I don't understand what else could have happened. Suddenly, Dr. Alexei lets out an odd gurgling sound, his face contorting in silent horror. What the? I see a dark red stain spreading from the back of his shirt to the front, and as he falls forward, I see another figure standing directly behind him. No, it was, I forget. Red? Red was her name, I think? No. A large blade sticks straight through Alexei's chest, one that could only belong to one person. Why didn't we see the blade in the other, view? The blade had to go through before the blood appeared, right? Enough of this garbage. Don't presume to know things you can't understand. What a shame that you won't be alive to watch your plans fail miserably. Your time is up.
Yo, Phil, you'll never stop.
Alexei drops to the ground, his heart stopped in an instant. Red grins maniacally, covered in his blood. Thanks for distracting him for me. That was far too easy. What exactly do you think you're doing, Agent Violet? Her voice is ice, and I involuntarily shudder. What am I doing? What the hell are you doing? That was a valuable asset and prisoner of the Bureau. You are an incompetent idiot! While you were standing around chatting with your prisoner, he started the countdown on the missiles. He what? I rush over to the control panel that was right behind Dr. Alexei and look at it. It is overwhelming and well beyond my basic level of understanding of tech, but even I can tell that there is a countdown happening on screen. I'm speechless. Was everything he just told me a lie? Was he just playing me for time? Red roughly pushes me out of the way, and I nearly fall over Alexei's prone figure. She begins to type rapidly on the control panel. You are never going to be a true agent if you don't use force. This wasn't the time for your stupid, wishy-washy dilly-dallying. I just... Shut your mouth. I'm trying to find the deactivation codes. I'm silent for a long moment as Red continues working on the control panel. Got them. She works for another moment and then slams her fist against the panel. It's too late. I can't get into the system in time. This is going to come down on your head. Thinking quickly, I speak into my mic, hoping Sam is still reachable. Sam, I've got the deactivation codes. What on earth are you? Just show me the codes. Red points to a series of numbers and letters on the screen. Ready? Yes, go. T6OB4920. Oh, maybe it's 0. How would they know? Then there's a space, followed by 873V900R. Done. There's a long pause. I'm holding my breath, and I swear that Sam is as well on the other side of the mic. Red stands by, her usual level of anger bubbling just below the surface. The shutdown sequence has been initiated. I breathe a great sigh of relief as Sam lets out an uncharacteristic laugh on the other end. I turn to Red. The missiles are being shut down. I can feel Red's anger lower minutely. Wait a second. What is it? His voice sounds panicked. Uh-oh. One of the missiles has failed to respond. What? How is that possible? I pull the earpiece out of my ear and gesture for Red to listen as well. She moves closer and bends her head towards the earpiece. It's hundreds of years old. The launch control system would have shut it out. Well, shut it down then. I can't.
The only way to disconnect the power is to turn the key and execute a manual abort sequence.
How are we supposed to do that?
You have to get to the bunker where they're being kept.
That's halfway across the city. Give me the coordinates. Sam tells Red a series of latitude and longitude numbers that I can't make heads or tails of, but she apparently seems to understand. Violet, you better hope I get there in time. I like how the voice I gave her is like the exact opposite of her personality. It's very fitting. Without another word, Red disappears.
Violet, you should go too. It's a long shot, but I still can't get an exact read on the launch timer.
On my way. I run out of the room, down the hall, and down the stairs towards the main warehouse. I'm just starting to think that I should try and grab Blue to bring him, when I collide with him in the doorway to the main warehouse.
Whoa, Violet, what's going on? Did you find Alexei?
Yes, he's dead. Long story, but we have to get to one of the missile bunkers now. I continue running without further explanation, and Blue follows right on my heels. I burst out of the warehouse and find that the enforcers have arrived. They're herding a bunch of Alexei's men into APCs. Our car is over a block away. That's too far. I run up to the last armored vehicle, the only one that has yet to load any prisoners. Enforcer, we need this APC.
I can't authorize transfer of a military vehicle.
We're Spectra, we don't need your permission. Now move. The enforcer moves aside, dumbstruck, and we climb into the van. There's another enforcer in the driver's seat. I slide in between him and Blue. Drive! Maybe we should get the other enforcer out of the car before we go. The enforcer steps on the gas and we hurtle out of the warehouse parking lot. Where are we going, Sam?
Head west.
West, as fast as you can. The transport is barreling through traffic and cars are screeching to a halt as the enforcer flips on the siren.
Violet, I finally got a read on the countdown and it's...
I look at Blue, panic-stricken. We're not going to make it, are we? The engine of the APC roars as we continue to race west across the dome. But if what Sam is reading is true... Whoa. Is this a missile falling down or going up? I can't tell. Just as we reach a large bridge leading towards downtown, it should be going up, right? We hear a massive dull roar. Everything begins to shake from deep underground, as if the city is cracking apart. A trail of white smoke leads upwards, billowing from a rapidly rising dot that shines as brightly as a star. But I have a sinking feeling that it's nothing that innocuous. Sam! Sam, what the hell is that?
I can't... Damn it!
Sam, talk to me here.
I'm sorry, Violet. I couldn't do anything. Mom, Dad, please forgive me.
The enforcer screeches the transport van to a halt, as the aftershocks continue to rock the bridge. Sam, I know this is hard, but you have to tell me what's going on.
That missile that just launched was tracking a Selenon.
What? But how can that be? The Selenon live on the dark side of the moon.
No, that isn't entirely true. They also have a small contingent of guards in orbit around the Earth. Sam had lost the missile because he thought the Dark One would be right there at that particular time.
Blue, the enforcer, and I all watch stunned as the missile explodes blindingly in the sky. Don't tell me it hit him.
According to the beacons, it should have only... The Dark One's signal is still active.
What is that supposed to mean?
He must have hit the wrong...
Sam? Sam! Before Sam can finish the sentence, a sound like no other I've ever heard rocks the city. It's like a combination of a shriek and a thunderclap. It reverberates through my body, making me feel like I'm going to throw up. Oh God! Oh God, no! The link to Sam becomes filled with static. Blue grabs my hand. I can sense his fear as well as my own. The sky bursts forth with activity. At first I can't tell what is happening. The sky looks as though it has turned into the roiling sea during a terrible storm. But quickly I realize that it is the Selenon descending upon us. Each of them descends, parting the air above them as if making a bullet hole through the clouds. Seconds later, a deafening boom follows their arrival in the air above the city. Within moments, the city is aflame. Explosions and the thundering shrieks hold us in our seats, aghast. Somehow Blue unfreezes and begins shouting. I can't tell what he's saying at first, but gradually realize that he is shouting at the enforcer to move the transport off the bridge. We run towards the APC, jumping inside as the enforcer tries to start the engine. I see why when a beam of pure light suddenly cuts across the sky. The enforcer comes out of his shock and hits the gas, but just as we begin to peel away. Shouting, spinning, rubble. Moments pass. I'm not sure how many. I can't hear. I can't see. As my vision clears, I realize I'm upside down, still strapped into the seat of the transport. My arm is bleeding, but otherwise I seem to only have a few cuts and bruises. I look sideways, and my stomach turns inside out. The driver is obviously dead. His body hangs limp, and as I look a little too closely, I think I see that his head is not being held onto his body by much more than a few ligaments. Horrified, I look the other way. Blue is still breathing, but he's unconscious. I shake him. Blue! Oh God, Blue! I unbuckle myself and use my uninjured arm to lower myself to the roof of the APC. I climb across the enforcer without looking at him and bash open the battered metal door with my foot. As I regain my bearings, I realize that the APC must have flipped several times before landing on its roof. I can't believe that I'm in one piece, let alone alive. I rush to the other side of the car and carefully unbuckle Blue. I pull him out of the van and drag him a few feet away from the wreckage, shaking him frantically. Blue! Wake up! Blue! Blue! Still no response. I have no choice but to leave him there and secure a way out. Ooh. Why is the sky moving so quickly? Oh, am I supposed to be clicking stuff? The air is thick with smoke from the fires throughout the city. It seems like the world is ending, but I know this is only the beginning. Things could get worse. Much worse. Yeah, probably will if the Selenon are like attacking you now, and why are these things weird? What the... Oh, whoa. Is that what the Selenon look like? They look like robots, kinda. I have no time to react. Something is coming. The force knocks me off my feet, sending me sliding backwards onto the ground. Though I'm still standing in the picture. Whoa, is that the dark one? That's kinda cool. You're... Did they re-establish that the Selenon were robots? I think they did, actually. No, stop. I try to get to my feet, but I fall to my knees, clutching my head. His presence is overwhelming. It is quite overwhelming, but he's not as huge as I thought he would be. Stop. Please stop. I beg you. My head feels like it's slowly turning into mush. Suddenly, the chaos merges into a single voice, distorted yet deep and commanding. Behold! The voice comes not from the Selenon's mouth, but rather from inside my own head. I clutch my head tighter and rock slightly. It's too much. You have failed us! I don't understand. You have broken the pact! You must pay the price! My mind is whirling. What is he talking about? The pact? You! Whoa, suddenly he's really giant. Must be sacrificed! Well, that's not good. Anger bursts within me. This thing has murdered so many people already. Why should I bow to its wishes? I stand up slowly, the pain making my body scream. No. I will never... As I stand there, my voice grows stronger. Why should I have to do what you want? What has the human race done to you to deserve this genocide?
That is not your concern. The word of the Selenon is absolute.
I'm done obeying for no reason. This whole thing was Salmon's fault. I had nothing to do with it.
It is the Bureau's task to ensure obedience.
How about I won't bow down to you? I don't give a damn what our task is.
A response befitting a primitive.
The city is burning, and you think I'm going to bow down to you? I'm supposed to protect humanity.
You are a servant and nothing more.
I don't work for you.
That is correct. You alone do not serve us. All of Spectra serves us.
For some guy who I thought was supposed to be a giant monster, he's pretty reasonable so far. Do not mistake our actions as obedience and loyalty. They are self-preservation.
Your motive is irrelevant. This is laws dictated by the Selenon.
I will never sacrifice myself.
That is not your choice.
Whoa, super beam.
It is your fate.
No, I can't. Let me move the mouse off the screen for maximum impact. Whoa! Super hand. I must destroy the Selenon. That is my sole purpose. No one will stop me from fulfilling my mission. Whoa. This is pretty epic. Oh, rainbow hands. Die. I guess it didn't really work that well.
So your power has awakened.
This is all you can do. How pitiful.
Hey, it was kinda cool though.
I will end this quickly.
It was like super Power Rangers of every color. Oh hey, it's Blue. Stop! Blue was standing in front of me, placing himself directly between me and the Dark One. Blue? What? Just... My voice barely carries over the distance between us as I sink to my knees. Unbearable pain radiates throughout my body.
Violet, stay there.
Blue looks up at the pitch-black Selenon.
I apologize for my partner's impudent behavior. Take me as your sacrifice.
Blue? What? What are you saying?
Why? Don't worry about me. Just hurry up and find a medic.
This is some kind of joke, right? Oh, I missed the line. I did it. You can't, honestly. Blue? You don't have to do this. We can still run. Come on, we have to get away before...
Why? Get a hold of yourself. You're supposed to be an agent, remember?
No, agents are supposed to look out for each other. What you're doing is too selfish.
Humanity always comes first. You should already know that.
Humanity? Who cares about humanity? This isn't right. What? You were just the one saying humanity was awesome, but you know, I understand your point.
I know you care more than anyone else. That's exactly why you have to live.
I don't deserve this. I'm just the failure of an agent. I couldn't even control my powers.
No, that's not true. When I saw you there, you were beautiful. Not like an Esper. Like some kind of angel. Don't waste your life on something pointless like this. I'm just a washed-up has-been agent. No one's gonna miss me.
I'll do anything. Just don't do this.
Oh, come on, cheer up. You never know, maybe we'll meet again sometime. Let's get this over with. I was never one for all that sappy stuff, you know.
So be it!
Blue looks back at me and we make eye contact for a split second.
Peace.
Whoa, he's gone. Before I can do anything, Blue is gone. No! No, no, no! Blue! The Dark One takes off into the air, and immediately the noise that has been steadily coming from the destruction of the city ceases. but for the faint sound of sirens and the drifting odor of brimstone in the distance. I see the rest of the Selenon taking off into the sky, following after him. In a few moments they are gone. You murderer! Come back, I'll kill you! Come back! Come back! Asterisk sob. I shout nonsense threats after the Dark One, still curled on the ground, unable to move. Why didn't I stop it? Why couldn't I stop it? The pain in my body is dulled by the storm of emotions in my mind. Confusion and grief fight and stab at one another in a cruel battle ended only when I could no longer take it. I slip into blackness. Ooh, this is pretty blackness. There's another chapter? Holy, I thought that was like the ending, but there's like another chapter to this episode apparently.